unanimous consent that the gentleman from Texas, the Honorable Christian Menefee, be permitted to take the oath of office today. His certificate of election has not arrived, but there's no contest and no question has been raised with regard to his election.
Members will rise, please, and the representative-elect will raise his right hand. Shh. Congratulations. You're now a member of the 119th Congress.
Difficult to access Medicaid, important issues. This district had no voice in Congress. So this one is for the 18th. Folks in the 18th district are watching, so to my district, the commitment you have from me is that I will work as hard as I can to live up to their legacy.
Shh. The chair lays before the House a communication.
The Honorable, the Speaker, House of Representatives, sir, I have the honor to transmit herewith a copy of a letter received from Ms. Christina Atkins, Director of Elections with the Texas Office of the Secretary of State, indicating that, according to the unofficial results of the special general election held on January 31st, 2026, the Honorable Christian Menefee was elected representative to Congress for the 18th Congressional District of Texas. Signed sincerely, Kevin F. McCumber, Clerk.
For what purposes, gentleman from Texas seek recognition?
Mr. Speaker, I ask unanimous consent that the gentleman from Texas, the Honorable Christian Menefee, be permitted to take the oath of office today. His certificate of election has not arrived, but there's no contest and no question has been raised with regard to his election, and I appreciate your promptly acting on it.
Without objection.
Mr. Speaker, I'll invite some Texas colleagues to come up and say just a word of introduction about him.
Will Representative-elect Menefee and members of the Texas delegation present themselves in the well? All members will rise, please, and the representative-elect will raise his right hand. Shh. Do you solemnly swear that you will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that you will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that you will take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that you will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which you are about to enter, so help you God?
I do.
Congratulations. You're now a member of the 119th Congress. Without objection, the gentleman from Texas is recognized for 1 minute.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Saturday was a great day for progress in Texas, from Houston to Fort Worth. For almost a year after the death of our colleague Sylvester Turner, the citizens of...
Suspend. The House is not in order.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. For almost a year since the tragic death of our late colleague Sylvester Turner, the citizens of the 18th Congressional District of Texas in Houston have been denied representation in this Congress. Now, after Governor Abbott delayed the election call for almost 8 months and then delayed the runoff election another 3 months, these Texans finally have the representation that they deserve. At this moment, we remember the life of Sylvester Turner, who honorably served Houstonians for a decade or more as mayor and state representative, and who took over after the passing of our colleague Sheila Jackson Lee, who we all remember for her tenacity, in a district that was once represented by the legendary Barbara Jordan. This is a district with a long legacy of fighters for justice, and I'm confident that Christian Menefee will carry on that tradition. He was raised in the 18th Congressional District by 2 military parents who taught him about values of hard work, of loyalty, of standing up for what's right. And with the help of a Pell Grant, he was the first member of his family to graduate from college. He graduated from UT San Antonio and then went on to St. Louis to get a law degree from Washington University. He built a successful career as a commercial litigator in Houston and provided extensive pro bono work there, including his working with immigrant families against the Muslim ban. Most recently, he has served as the Harris County Attorney, the youngest person and the first African American to ever hold that office. At this troubling time in our country, please join me in welcoming someone who I know will be a great colleague carrying out the incomplete term of Mr. Turner in this Congress. Christian, congratulations.
Thank you very much, Congressman Doggett, for the incredibly kind introduction, and good evening, colleagues. Colleagues, it's crazy to say. I want to start by saying a special thank you to God, to my wife, Caitlin, who's here with us today. And to my fantastic team. It's been more than 330 days since the people of the 18th Congressional District had representation, had a voice in Congress. When this body took on important votes about whether to cut SNAP benefits, about whether to make it more difficult to access Medicaid, important issues, this district had no voice in Congress. So this one is for the 18th. And this district has a long... I stand here today understanding that there's very, very big shoes to fill. This is a district of fighters, of the legendary Barbara Jordan, who helped overturn a corrupt presidency. Mickey Leland, Craig Washington, Erica Lee Carter, and of course, our two great friends, my mentors, dear friends, who we recently lost, the late Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee and the late Sylvester Turner. Many folks in the 18th District are watching, so to my district, the commitment you have from me is that I will work as hard as I can to live up to their legacy. I will treat this job with the seriousness that it deserves. I work full days, and I will fight as hard as I can to advocate for and protect the people of the 18th Congressional District. Thank you.
Under Clause 5 of Rule 20, the chair announces to the House that in light of the administration of the oath to the gentleman from Texas, the whole number of the House is 432.